Hey y'all, it's your girl IDripIsh, aka Ishmalita, but everybody just calls me Ish. I am your concept creator, your writer, and recently entrepreneur. I've always been entrepreneur, but like recently full fledged trying to be entrepreneur, still hustling, grinding. But yeah, I've been doing some things, and I was just like, okay. A lot of people don't know the story, but we can break it down real quick. 41 years old, blocked my ex-boy, I'm sorry, divorced my ex-husband, blocked my ex-boyfriend, stepped into an awakening by God, stepped out on faith, lost a few friends, lost my best friend, well, one of the last ones, um, started changing things around, started building into myself, and then all of a sudden I'm like, boom, I'm here. And I was telling my family the other day, I was like, I've never felt so alone before in my life, and people don't understand it because they haven't had they some people don't go through the awakening, or they don't understand it. That's not logical to them, because how dare you believe in something that sounds outrageous or berserk, right? And as a little girl, I'm a big dreamer. I dream big, and everybody's like, no, calm down your dreams. Who dreams of stuff like that? And I'm like, oh, I do. The bigger the better, because why not? Bigger the risk, bigger rewards, right? People created lights, they created weed, they created the suit I have on, the makeup, they created all nine. And do you believe that as children they were like, oh no, I have to think logical? No, hello. This is a creator's world. I don't think a lot of people realize that there are people who dream far beyond the imaginary mind. And some people can't fathom, like, okay, how can this person dream big and it comes to fruition? How can I? First, number one thing is you got to believe, number one. Number two is have the faith. I think I let the real world condition me, conform me into the way they perceive me to be and how they wanted me to be. And I did that for years. But I always wanted more. I always questioned things. I knew I dreamed big, and people were looking at me like I was crazy. Like, who is she? Why is she dreaming? Where does she come from? And I was looking like, hey, I'm here. I'm living life. I'm excited. I'm happy. What's the problem? And everybody was just kind of giving me like the little side eye, like, who is she? Why is she so happy? Why would she give the shirt off her back? Why is she being nice to us and we're being mean to her, right? I always got like a mix of everybody kind of doing their own thing with me. Cool, whatever. And then I was just like, yo, I stepped out on faith. I didn't step out on faith to hear y'all damn mouth. I don't give two flying rats ass. Like, come on, really? And then I was just like, what are we doing here? I was like, I asked God, I was like, so why am I even here if they're tearing me down left and right? I have people tearing me down left and right. The non-believers, the naysayers, the people who think that who the hell you think you are, because hello, I was like, look, God called me to start this production company. I didn't, like, I started the movies, like acting in them, but then I prefer to do the writing and be behind the scenes. Cool. I got the movies done. I got the donations. We did the movies. What's next? How can I help? How can I be of service to you? And then people don't understand that. And I was like, I'm not trying to make millions so I can be a multimillionaire. I'm trying to make millions so everybody can eat. You know what I'm saying? You want to sit at this table, you want to work hard, we all gonna eat. It's not a me thing, it's a we thing. I'm not trying to grow higher off of people's sweat off their back. No, I want to build brands. I want to show people what you can do, because everything in life is possible. And a lot of people kept telling me it's not possible. They wanted to train my mind the way they train their mind, and it's like it's not the same thing. I've always been a visionary. I've always been a dreamer. I've always been an entrepreneur. My degree is in entrepreneurship, well, business management, emphasizing entrepreneurship. So yeah, why would I want to calm down my dreams to feed your ego? So I had to start talking to myself. I had to start evolving and growing and I had to pour into myself more ever this year. So 2025 was my year of my awakening. And when I tell you stepping out on faith was totally different than what I thought it would be. I just thought it was gonna be like, boom, bam, I'm there. God, here, okay, here we go. And he was like, no, we're just getting started. Like, we're peeling off the layers as we go. And I was like, okay, this is ghetto. You didn't tell me we are gonna do this. So I'm over here crying, I'm laughing, I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm alone, I lost all my friends. I ain't got a boo thing. My kids get on my nerves. My baby daddy's just bothering me with that bullshit. Like, dude, our kids are grown. Are you just 15? Why are you on my phone? Get off my phone. He's blocked. It was just like, It was this back and forth and these challenges. And then God was like, I want you to see something. He's been showing me things left and right. But he started showing me people's conversations. He started showing me how people were trying to block me. He started showing me how people trying to close the doors or how they were trying to take my opportunities, how they were trying to delay me, how they were trying to disrupt me, how they were trying to disturb my peace. And he was like, you're a chosen one. I was like, am I? I was like, I'm cool. He was like, no, you're chosen. He said the devil never comes after somebody who's not chosen. I was like, shh, that's true. But I was like, what else can we do? How else can we move? Because I'm not trying to do this. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm just trying to mind my business, drink my water, work out, and pay it forward to somebody. That's pretty much it. I've lived. I think I lived a good life. I lived a life to as much as I think some people like. I've traveled, done restaurants, nice things here and there, cool. It was just a few years ago. I was like, okay, what's next, guy? What we doing? How we doing it? And he was just like, hold on, because I had asked him for things. He was like, remember your dreams? And I was like, yeah. So he had to take me back to my childhood, and I was like, dang. I always wanted to be in the entertainment industry. So I was like, you're right. Wanted to be a fashion designer. I said, you're right. I've been doing some little one thing, putting some outfits together, and I've been designing some clothes. Cool. And he was like, but I had to remove people out of your life before you would give it all to them, because you've been giving nothing but to them. And I was like, that's true. So last year, God was starting to like show me things. He started removing people himself. And I was like, because when he took away certain things from me, I started seeing who had my back last year. And last year was my first year of like really like the hustle and the struggle. And then this year, it was like more so of the reveal, where I had to do the homework and I had to remove the people from my life. And that was hard because we weren't arguing or anything. We didn't really have. He's like, it's not the purpose. I want to see if you're going to do as I asked you to do. And I was like, okay, guy, what are we doing now? I don't like confrontation. I don't like uncomfortable conversations like that. But he was like, if you're not going to put the respect on your name and your purpose, how do you expect for me to give you what you asked for? He said, the problem is you're so afraid of being friendless, single forever, everything else. You're not even worried about what I got in store for you. You're so worried about your now versus your future. And I was like, well, you know what? You're right, God. I was like, my bad. I did not mean to second guess you. My apologies. So God was like, let me tell you something real quick. I put you on this earth for a reason. Now you're gonna have friendships and relationships and business for reasons and seasons. And everything will be a lesson learned out of it, whether it's good or bad. I didn't put you on this world to question me. I put you on this world to follow my guidance. And I was like, okay, you're right. You did. So it was just one of those things. I was like, hey, all right. So God, what else we gonna do? How else we gonna move? How else we gonna shift? How like what we doing? And he was just like, bet. I'm glad you asked. I'm glad I have your attention now, Ish. I was like, okay, what's good? I met some amazing people this year. I had to get rid of amazing people this year. Well, amazing at that time, certain times. They were there for a time frame, cool. But I had some highs and some lows of this year, and I can't even complain because I'm so grateful that the man upstairs took time out to show me and then shower me with his love and his presence. So therefore, I would not have to sit here and worry and walk on this earth alone and feel like, dang, why am I even here? Because it does get hard when you're stepping out of faith and it doesn't look the way everybody makes it seem. And like y'all, I'm not even on the other side yet. And I don't want to show y'all after the millions and be like, oh, this is what I had to go through. No, I want y'all to see it through the thick and thin, baby. Because hello, this ish ain't for the weak. Doing what you need to be doing, following his plan, his word, having to do with certain people trying to attack you, run your names through the streets. It's just a bunch of stuff. The backstabbing. I've had somebody try to set me up, somebody try to fight me this year. I had people just trying to attack me left and right, and I was like, ugh. I said, did I do something? He was like, no, you didn't. He was like, you didn't do anything. He's like, I want you to understand, like, what's going on. I'll say, okay, so what's going on? He was like, well, they're going to challenge you. If you allow somebody to get in your space, take you out of your character, stop you from getting your money, everything, that's a you thing, not a me thing. Because if somebody thinks that they're bigger than me upstairs, they think they can stop what I have in store for you, then they got another thing coming. Are you with everyone else? Thank you, love. So it's just one of those. I don't attack back. That's not my type. That's not my type of thing. I'm not really one of those rah rah type of chicks. I don't need to, but you do got to stand up for yourself. You do have to lay out boundaries, and you do have to start putting some respect on a purpose that's given to you. So when people ask me, why did I step out on faith? Why did I leave a job of 20 years? Why did I divorce my ex-husband? Why did I block my ex-boyfriend? Why did, like I told my kids, I ain't doing all that extra stuff anymore. Why I had to, pull back from some friends is because I had to. It wasn't an option. Because at my lowest, I had two people that was there. Two out of the entire type of people that was surrounded by me. A lot of people, some people knew what was going on, some people did not know what was going on, and yet and still. But when I was at my lowest, I had two, and then that way he showed me. He was like, "You see what I'm talking about?" So he was like, "So why would you think it's cute to give your last to somebody else who doesn't give two f's about you?" And I was like, "Oh, I got three kids. They're older. They're 25, 18, and 15. So it's just one of those things. I was like, okay, you're right. I said, why would God give me this if he knows I'm going to give it to the wrong people? So then this year, he's just been removing people left and right. I just started blocking people this year. It's my first time. Super fun. Um, I first started off by blocking my ex-husband. Best thing ever. He was just energy, like dead weight that weighed me down. Let's be realistic. Then my ex-boyfriend. I mean, we got our divorce was finalized last year, but we were been separated since 23. And then I had a boyfriend for 2 seconds, and I thought we were going to actually grow until God told me he was full of shit. So I was like, okay, cool, bet. Next. God told me to block him. I blocked him. I had my awakening. I lost a few friends. I had to get rid of a few friends myself, and then God was like, "What we doing now? Who we getting rid of next?" And I was like, "Okay, who we blocking next?" So ever since then, I've been like blocking. And what's my point? I'm stepping out on faith. I'm telling you what I'm doing. What am I trying to say right now? I'm saying that when you step out on faith and you have your awakening, or certain things happening, it's just about my little life story about how I became the person I am today, how I'm moving and shaking, what I'm going, what I'm going through. I am a mother of a 25-year-old, yes. Let's talk about well. Okay, so I recorded my second movie with a $0 budget. I did have some investors at the last minute, which is amazing. I think all this stuff happened within the last 6 months. So I was like living life. I had my awakening about April or so. And I was like, okay, cool. I was just living life, going to work 9 to 5, still entrepreneur, still got my business, trying to, build a coin. And then one day God was like, I got something for you. This is what we're going to do. He was like, you're going to start a production company. And I was like, how, when, what, where? And I'm like asking people, it's like, you got to go network. You got to go do this. And I'm looking like, oh, this is a lot. Oh, you can see boogers. Oh, you want to pick them out? Oh gosh, y'all be coming for some people, don't y'all? Oh, if y'all think that really hurts my feelings, it doesn't. I'm sorry. God built me kind of thick. I got thick skin, so bring it if you want to. I'm here for it. Then my check. I don't know. I got that when I turned 18. My mother was not happy about it. Oh, thank you. Look, we can talk smack all day. Like I'm a petty Pisces. I can go toe to toe if I want to. Baby, I can read somebody to filth if I really want to. But some days I might entertain it, sometimes I don't. If you have something bad to say, it is what it is. Let's talk about me in a two-piece on a boat. What about it? Am I not allowed to wear a bathing suit on the boat? Can you see my tattoos? No. What's honesty and not being mean? What about my two-piece? I got some stretch marks, I got some dimples, and I got some cellulite. And you're going to get what you're going to get. Wherever I want to take my picture, and I'm going to take my picture. Baby, I'm not ashamed of what God gave me. I'm a little thick. I've always been thick, naturally thick, and I don't plan on changing it from Houston. So, yes, what's the problem? I don't have to look like the social media chicks. I don't have to pay for my body. Granted, I can have it kind of look something like that to that nature, but my body goes through changes. I'm 41. So, hello, you're going to get what you're going to get. When I'm working out, some days it looks slimmer. Some days I feel a little thicker. It just depends. I'm not playing with you. Why y'all be playing with me? Okay, then see the boogers in my nose. Wanna do it? Okay, nothing came out. You said from Russia. Really? What time is it over there in Russia? Okay, okay, y'all. I barely even come live on YouTube. I am supposed to start doing more lives on YouTube. I do my live on TikTok, and let me tell you what I tell the people that come on my TikTok with that bullshit energy. Grab you a plate on the way out the barbecue and exit left, okay? Because I said I like to bring positive vibes and energy. I don't need to tear somebody down. I don't need to talk bad about them. I don't need to do any of that. Because guess what? It's gonna show regardless. Well, I'm glad you think so, KT. Now, what are you insecure about? Do you have any insecurities? I'm not taking my jacket off. We're gonna do like this. I'm not. Are you in DC? Okay, we did talk about going to DC. I'm supposed to be trying to connect with. I might go to Louisiana to try to connect with some people to do filming there, and then I'm gonna try to go to Atlanta. Y'all, that's what I was trying to get on here and talk about because me stepping out on faith is me doing things outside of my comfort zone that I'm not used to. People talking about me every day, that's what I'm used to. People got something mean to say to me every day, that's what I'm used to. Cool, bring it, fine, whatever. Oh, Moscow, okay. That's 11 p.m. Oh, is that up late? Are you in Austin? I know Austin has some things too, but I need to. I'm trying to make some moves and connect where I need to. If I was a vegetable, I would be a cucumber. Oh, that's cute. A cucumber, that's cute. That's a good joke. I like that one. Oh, thank you. Jesus loves you too. That's what I'm saying. God don't play about me. I tell people, y'all think that little comments and stuff is going to hurt people's feelings. Sometimes it does. I don't know. For some people. For me, no. Welcome to my world. People have been talking about me since I've been a child. And not to say I was ugly or did anything mean. They just did not like that I was a happy spirit person. I was bubbly. I'm fun. And I'm just like, okay, let me be, me, you know? Like, what can I do? So a lot of people try to dim my light and make me, tone down my shine so they can feel better about themselves. And I was like, look, God made you the way He made you. He made me the way He made me, baby. And thank you. Won't you do it? So yeah, like it took me a minute to get this confidence and try to push in and try to build myself up. And then me stepping out on faith and trying to regain a new purpose of myself. I'm a, single, divorced, mother of three. Well, my kids are dang near grown. Let's stop it. Mama's trying to live her life too. So yeah, and I'm doing it unapologetically. I know I'm fine. I think I'm cute, face thin, waist little bit behind. I need it. So yeah, I told people, okay, cool. I stepped out on faith. I'm doing something different. I'm trying to put people on because my biggest thing, what I told God, what I want to do is I want to make enough money. I want to be financially free. I told him I want to make enough money where I can just live comfortable, but I want to be able to change people's lives, whether it's with finances, opportunities, with giving back. I want to be able to leave my presence on this world like, okay, she did do this, she did do that, no matter what anybody else say. One thing people always tell you is I hustle, I'm a grinder, I love to work. And I do work. I used to work myself to the bone. And I told God I was tired. I told him I outgrew it. I was burnt out, and I had nothing left to give. And that's when he was like, "Okay, let's get you ready. Let's go." Oh, thank you. So yeah. So it was just more so like God was just talking to me, and I really wasn't listening. And I was like, the abundance was already mine. The blessings was already mine. He was like pouring His love and His showing me, showering me with His presence. And I was like, dang. And all I can sit here and do is complain or be negative. And I was like, I'm sorry. I never want to be that person to sit there and complain about anything, sit there and be negative to other people, because what you give out is what you get back. And I've just never been the one to do any of that. My wig is not lopsided. It's just more so how I did my thing. But thank you. I tell you, good press, back press, baby. You got something to say, but thank you. Okay, I just watched that in it was a holiday movie. I still been watching holiday movies. But I think a lot of people like to throw the shade or talk their smack. Cool. You're behind a screen. You're a op, a frenemy. And I have a lot of people on my block list that like love to hate me. I think people's hate for me is more, they hate me more so than they love themselves. So I think what? What you want me to do? That part. So I kind of just move and shake the way I move and shake. A lot of people tell me I need to get in front of the camera more. And I already do social media. I like to do like my little dance and I like to be on and off, and that's it. But oh, the thoughts on the economy. I mean, I tried to tell people a few years ago. I was like, hey, y'all need to start getting prepared. They're playing with us like we're like this is Monopoly, and it's not funny because a lot of people are going crazy, which they want people to do. But I don't like to talk a lot of politics because it is what it is, and we know what happens. So no, they're treating America as if we're a game right now, and they're playing pieces left and right, and versus us all coming together and standing up. More so, people are being frightened. They're trying to click out, like everybody trying to get their little clicks, and they're trying to play their game like separately versus together. So I feel like it's a lot going on and people are already losing their mental, so I never want to be the one to come and say anything negative. You never know when somebody wants to snap or when they want to do something, so I try to put as much positive energy out that I possibly can, and I hope somebody pays it forward and pays it forward and pays it forward, because a lot of people don't realize that we are going through some hard times. People are stressing out. People are hungry. They're not getting fed. They're not even getting paid. They're doing this back and forth. They don't even know. They don't trust the people in the church. They don't trust the people in the government. They don't trust their own family. They don't trust their friends. So it's just like a people. Some people are lost, and they need to find understanding, and they need to figure out what's next. Some people like guidance. Some people rather just be a freestyle. Do what they do. So that's why I say, I be cautious about what you say. Words have power. I think your best bet is to speak life, speak positivity. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying preach or anything, but if you got to offer anything to anybody per day, you gonna throw somebody $5 or $10, or offer them a good word or something to just pass it forward to make them smile. Make them have a better day. I would do that. Make you y'all. People coming on my page talking smack about me or telling me my wig is this or Timu, Himu, or Shimu. Baby, I'm aware because it's cute. I'm going to dress the way I want to dress because I'm 41 and I'm grown and I live my life and I've been there and I've done it. A lot of people have talked about, oh, she's a horrible person, she's bad. Okay, then lay it on the table if I'm this and that. And they really can't say nothing because I told you their hate for me is bigger than their love for themselves. So what you want me to do about it? When I tell you that God has been so good that I can't even sit there and complain because I still got a roof over my head, clothes on my back, and a table to put food on to feed my kids, no matter what that looks like. So I tell people like y'all could come at me however you want. You might not understand me. I might be your type. I might not be your type. You might like it, love it, or hate it. But at the end of the day, baby, God made me. I drip ish, the one and only. So therefore, I will always be I drip ish. That's my brand. That's who I am, and that's what I bring. I bring positive energy. I motivate. I uplift. I try to put y'all on game how to make some side hustles to make some extra money, whatever you can. I try to teach as much as I can. I try to put people in this dating game because the dating world sucks out here in Houston, especially in Houston. But look, I've been out the market for a second, but I've kind of picked back up at what people are looking for and what they want to do. So yeah, it's a little bit of everything. And I'm like, cool. I can, the words, the breath of air that I get every day, I can spend that talking negative, or I can actually speak life and positivity in this world and watch that comes back 10 times fold. I am naturally blonde. Yes, I naturally put it on my head, and then I naturally take it off. Hello, let me stop. Now okay, y'all. I tell people I'm not ashamed of this. I'm like a butt naked potato. Okay, I'm like Mrs. Potato Head, right? So like one day I had like I'm like a perfect little potato skin color, right? I had took off my wig because I had a wig cap on that matches my theme, And I took off my lashes and stuff, and guess what it was? A butt naked potato, right? So when I dress up, as I put my pieces on, I'm a potato skin because now I'm loaded with the cheese, the bacon, the sour cream, and the chives. Hello. Y'all don't like people see me without the makeup, without the wigs. Y'all might see my real hair maybe once or twice out of the year, but it just depends because Texas is hot. I'm natural, so my blowout, like it's just it don't stay. Eggs, bacon, and green. I got green beans, potatoes, tomatoes. I'm a potato head. Call me Mrs. Potato Head. I don't care. I like to switch my wigs. Like, hi, I'm IDripIsh. I am your personal AI doll. I come with 3 wigs and 3 outfit changes. You too can have an IDripIsh of your dreams. Call 1-888-I-DRIP. Boom, there you go. See, just like that. Y'all, I tell y'all, like, it doesn't really matter what people say. It doesn't really matter if they really dislike you, don't like you. People always got something to say. You know how you always go to your family house and that one auntie and uncle got something to say in the back? Uh-huh. That's why your little fast behind was out there doing that. They always got something to say, like, hey, Uncle Earl, how you doing? You got to give them a little fake church side hug. Hey, you don't really want to go to your family house because they be trying to bring you down because they're bitter and they just, you know? You're from South Africa? Okay, I know. So it's mad hot out there. So yes, if I went to South Africa, I would have braids in my head, okay? Now I am cutting back on getting wigs and weaves and stuff because we're doing a health, wealth, and mindset 6-month lock-in on my TikTok. And I told them, I'm not spending money. I hope y'all not spending that much money. We're going to cut down the expenses and try to think smarter and not harder. So we are trying to follow the stocks and trading and do everything. And I've been on YouTube University learning. I've been following Anthony O'Neill, Courtney something. It's a little young guy too. I've been following him and I've been learning. I got the Cardi B, Meg vibe. I like the looks. Oh, thank you. You know, so yeah, I just try to be me. I enjoy being me. And people, you like it, love it, or hate it. You ain't got to F with me. People act like, I don't want you to exist. Like, that can act like, who does that? How dare you look cute in this world? Like, let me be. I was already married to a bummy for a little bit. Then I had an ex-boyfriend that was jealous of me. I think he really wanted to wear my wigs. I really did. You know, some people admire you. I think they want to, you know how some people, men want to wear your wigs and your underwear? Pay attention, okay? Oh, somebody about to get money. My hand started itching. Faith Evans, I never knew there was a love like this before. I can't even sing, so don't even try to get on me. I know I can't sing. You ain't got to remind me. I'm good. I know. I just like Faith. Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. Ah. First things first. Let me stop. Ah. Who is my favorite artist right now? Ooh. Oh, what's my favorite? Because it goes by my songs, the choices. I like, what's her name? It's my daughter's friend. She's new. She's up and coming. Coco Janelle. I love her. You know what I'm saying? Like her vibes, her energy, and it's Candy Baby. Now, Candy Baby is a rapper, like, but she's an artist. She's a freestyle, and I love that. I love the grind. I like the hustle. So yeah, those are my girls. Those are like, you know. And I like Summer Walker. I do like Summer Walker. I'm an R&B type of chick. So I love R&B anything. You know, and then Tree Thomas, I like him too. He's really good. I know how to put myself together. I would hope so. Shoot, I did have a lady teach. She asked, I got a compliment the other day on Facebook from on Messenger, and I was like, she was like, I love how you kind of look and stuff like that. But she was like, I would love if you want to do tutorials to teach us how to do the makeup and stuff. And I was like, oh, y'all are actually interested? because I don't do what all the other girlies do. You know, I love it. I love to watch them do it. I just think it's time consuming. But I told her, you know what, for some of the outfits, I'll put it together. You know, yes, I can do the outfits. The makeup, I can show them what I do. It takes me less than 30 minutes to get ready. Now, if I have to take a shower and stuff, I give myself 45 minutes. So I'll be in and out the shower, trying to scrub it up, and then I try to get ready within 45 minutes because you never know when you might need to be on set or be ready or whatever. You said what? I need to cover up. We're getting married soon. Oh, you know, I want to get married 12/12. Okay, I saw 4/4/6/6/9/9/12/12. These angels are talking today, baby. Take my time. Oh, I talk really fast. I talk really fast. It don't take me that long to get ready. Oh no. Like when I did acting and I did a lot of little TV things here and there or social media, I learned, and we did like dancing back in the day, like ballerina dance or whatever. So I learned that you have to get ready at a certain amount of time. And you know, time is money and money is time. So if somebody said, hey, you got 30 minutes to put on a face and something, I would do something really quick and light, but I would still make it look like a soft glam. You want to marry me next year? Oh, okay. Well, you know, I do want to get married next year. I would never say never. I am a Pisces. I do weird things at the flip of the moment. I have no problem with that. We got to discuss age, what you're looking for, what you're trying to do for real, because the next person I marry is going to be my partner in purpose. And therefore, like when I was telling the guys this morning on TikTok, we were doing a live, they want to show off and take me, these guys want to take me to expensive restaurants and do all that. And I'm like, look, that's not the season I'm in. I'd rather you save your little $300 to $400. We can go to the coffee house or go to the tea house or just go for the walk at a park and just kind of get a vibe there and see if we have a connection before I waste your money or time. And I don't need makeup. Oh, you know what? I like makeup. You know, I tell people, I said it's not about what I don't need. I just like makeup and I like my weaves. My mother told me when I was able to afford my weaves, I can wear them. Ever since college, I've been wearing a weave. And ever since middle school and high school, I kind of dressed up and I wore light makeup. But yeah, my makeup is never just caked on, no. But I was telling them, I was like, I don't do the whole back and forth with a man. Like, we don't have to go to expensive restaurants. I don't want to burn, bill you out of your pocket. What I want to do is get to know you first. I like to have conversations. I like to communicate. I'm a big like lover girl, so I'm in my season of where I'm looking for peace. I'm looking for the man to lead. I'm looking, 1313. I'm looking for, him to be the king, the head, and it's my role to follow. But he listens to your opinions as well, if that makes sense. You say you forgive me for my past experience. Baby, look, I just started dating this year and it's been hilarious. I told you that one old guy was like, we're going to grow old together. And I was like, ain't you already there? How old are you? Like 60 something? It was a joke. I know. Y'all have a smart mouth. I don't really mean nothing by it. I can be somewhat of a comedian, but not really. I can write the comedy or talk smack. I'm a storyteller. But yeah, these guys, and then one guy told me not to shave my hoo-ha, and I'm like, what? Oh, hell no. No, you got me messed up. And the other guy cussed me out, so I left him at the racetrack. And that was a schmugly, because, I don't like to date schmuglies, but I like to date schmuglies. Because, like, you never know. But, and then, other than that, it wasn't too bad. The other guys, they just really want my cookie. I'm doing good today. How you doing, boo? We can start over. These guys, they just want my cookie. I just tell me you want my cookie. That's it. I think a lot of older men, like, they start talking about it. I'm like, y'all, it's been a minute since I've been in a dating world like that, since I've only been dating, this year? But I've never been on a date with so many middle-aged old men who sit there and tell me that they want my or they talk about cookie time like we're children in high school or middle school. You're a young little boy used to be like, oh, are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? That's how they act. And I'm looking like, well, if the date proceeds and like I really want to, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. I don't have to wait 9 months or 6 months or 30 days or whatever. Whenever I want to, I will. Hello. Can we make a deal? What you want to make a deal with? Oh, you're 31. Okay, so I'm 41. You like to date women older than you? Because I would date, but I prefer to date men 35 and up. A lot of 30-year olds, 31-year olds, y'all don't know what y'all want. Y'all are cool, don't get me wrong. Y'all treat us somewhat better than some of these older men do, but y'all also still like to go entertain and do too much too, same as the other guys. So what are we doing? I'm not making nothing jump. I don't know what sub to you mean. What is that? Okay, you're 33. I look like I'm 21? No, I don't. Really? I say I'm 33. I say I look like I'm always 33 because 33 is my angel number. What is my age limit? I date I prefer to date 30 and up. And 30-year-old is pushing it. Don't get me wrong. Okay, so I went on a date with like a 28-year-old and a 29-year-old. I said, let me see. I don't usually date in that field because my daughter is 25, and that's different. You know what I'm saying? I was going kind of fast. Is that, oh, AI? You mean, oh, my voice? Like, hey, I'm AI drip ish. Hi. No, like this. Hold on, let me do it real quick. Hi, I'm AI drip ish. Welcome home, Daddy. What can I fix you to drink? What would you like for dinner? How would you like your steak cooked? I ran your bath water in the bathroom. Your clothes are picked out. I will be waiting here looking sexy and have your food ready whenever you are done. Thank you. Oh, you're from India? Oh, okay. Hey. Y'all are out here, okay? Y'all getting it. Y'all getting it. Y'all getting it. Y'all getting it. I know, so I don't really date young like that, y'all. I've gone on a date with them. They were cool. It's just I need a man to know what he's gonna do. Like I need a manly man. Like I'm grown. Like if something happens, I need him like, hey babe, I need you to come fix this. And I got teenagers. Like I got 18 and 15-year-old boys. And the last dude, the one I dated, was kind of like short. And I was like, I know you didn't bring his little short behind over here. What is he gonna do? You know? Somebody asked me to make a doll of myself, like AI drip ish on sale today. I'm in Texas, y'all. I'm in Houston. So no, yeah, everybody asked me for a doll. I did. I played like a doll. I have no problem. I like to do weird things like that. My man has to understand I'm goofy. He needs to understand like I'm a whole vibe. He needs to understand he's gonna have the most amazing time. We're gonna travel, we're gonna eat good, we're gonna try different things. I want him to be open about life, just gonna go bungee jump or jump out the sky. I've done skydiving. My kids don't want to do it. And I'm looking like, come on, just jump off a mountain with me. And they're looking at me like, no. I'm like, ugh. So yeah, so I know they're about to leave. You're 5'8". So my kids, I'm almost an empty nester. So me being an empty nester, I know that I'm starting my purpose and I want to go live my life too. So I have to get started early. I don't want to be sitting there like, oh, I have to wait till my kids all the way graduated. No, I got one graduating this year, the last one in high school, but we know what it is. I was like, look, mama did her little 9 to 5. We did. I still got you. You know what I'm saying? We good. But I'm about to go do me. He's like, bet, I'm about to go do me. And that's how we kept it. Like me and my kids, me and my boys, we keep it a buck. Oh, you're in South Africa. So like I like to keep it real with my kids. I like to keep it real with the men I'm dating. Like, what do you want? What kind of time are you on? And I can see if that's something I'm in, the season I'm in. If that's not the season I'm in, I don't want to waste your time, and I definitely don't want you to waste mine. Oh, you said you'll subscribe to me. Is that what sub means? No, I'm not doing a 360. Look, a lot of people, y'all can see my page. Y'all can see me dancing. That's about it. How old am I? I'm 41. Okay, y'all, I've done a lot this year. Okay, I guess I did do a lot. I had my divorce party. And then my divorce court episode came out. I was in divorce court with my ex-husband. Um, I did my second movie within a year. I did a 20 verses. That was my first time. I did some balloon pop shows, pop the balloon shows. I did. I just did some random things this year, and it was okay. You said 41 would have fooled you. I think 41. I'm good. Like you need to come to my country. Okay, come on. Hi. Oh, you're an 80s baby? Okay, them 80s baby know how to get it. Know how to get it. Because I'm a Pisces. And I'm a Pisces. And I'm a Pisces. And I'm a Pisces. Let me stop. Y'all know me. I like to have a good little time. I like to do a little 1-2. I like to just enjoy life while I can. I don't need to be sitting here worried about who, what, expectations and stuff. Just live your life. You only get one. I tell my sons, like, it is what it is. You can make excuses or you can just live, right? Stay blessed. Do I love Jesus? Yes. I just talked, oh, we did that earlier on. Like, yeah, I just stepped out on faith. I just quit my job after 20 years. Starting a production company. Like, that sounds berserk when I say it. Are you an Aquarius? Okay, so you're a water baby. You're the same age? Okay. You never met a Pisces? Okay. Oh, you're a Virgo. That's why. You know why? Because Virgos are very manager. Like they're managers at all times. Virgos are planners. Virgos like to have things planned out. I think if y'all could, y'all can plan the person you want to be with. Too bad life doesn't always work that way. But Virgos definitely do that. Because my sister, my mom, my brother, not my brother, my son is Virgos. My dad's a Virgo. My sister, no, my child, my first child, and my brother are Geminis. Oh, don't be getting fired now. You better go make your money, your shmoney. Oh, you're a Pisces. So Pisces, we're not weird. We're just freestyle. People, they misunderstand us all the time. Pisces are a whole vibe. We're like the best sign out of all the zodiac signs because we're water. We go with the flow. You know, we just fish. We just chill. We ain't about that. You know, you want to go up, we go up. You want to go down, we go down. You want to say F them, and keep it pushing. You know? You know, I was going to say, no, Pisces are really chill. Yes, we can be a little delusional sometimes. Yes, we can be a little bit like out there, but Rihanna's a Pisces. And what is she? A multimillionaire? Almost billionaire? Right? So would y'all say Rihanna's? Because Rihanna is a whole vibe. She does her own thing. So why y'all be hating on the Pisces? I don't know. But baby, like they look at like I don't think it's just Pisces. Period. People who are dreamers, people look at us because that's not normal for us to think that way or dream that way because they don't think about that. But as creators, we don't look at people and judge them and be like, oh no, you have to think like me and talk like me. And no, we're not meant for that. I'm not meant to judge you. I'm just here to listen and watch. That's about it. Are you a Sagittarius? Now, Sagittarius do lie a lot, but y'all cool. But Sagittarius lie a lot. I know that for a fact. I don't know why y'all do that. But y'all not liars, but y'all lie a lot for no reason. I don't get it. Like you said butter pecan ice cream. Rihanna has a big forehead, so do I. And forehead, for life. You would never. Don't be talking about Rihanna like that. She a whole vibe. Okay, Scorpios. Now I get along with Scorpios. I get along with every sign, but Scorpios, actually Scorpios are really cool. They're chill. The only thing about a Scorpio is like I compare them to Tauruses because y'all hard headed. Like when somebody crosses y'all or y'all get upset, a Scorpio is like quick to be like, you know, you go like, dang. And that's what a Scorpio will do. You cross a Scorpio, it's a wrap. Like it's like they already thinking of ways to get rid of you in their head. They always hating forehead for life, baby. They better stop with the forehead, baby. The forehead be real. They said people with big foreheads are really smart. Y'all can't see because I got this wig on. Y'all don't need to see this. Look, I got a hot mess. How many tattoos do I have? I got these when I was 18, and then my whole back is tatted. I'm more of a businesswoman, so I always try to cover it up. Just recently, I got the arm ones, but I didn't really have tattoos, anything because of business wise. But now I'm free. I'm just gonna do me. Who cares? They're gonna like it, love it, or hate it. We're in a world where people, even corporate jobs, are accepting of people being them because you can't conform us to all be the same. That's boring. Nobody wants to just see the same thing. You said don't get it. What business am I in? I just started a production company. So, however that looks for God and what we're doing, that's what we're doing. So, entertainment. So, I know a lot of people don't get the opportunities to get on TV or get the aspect, and I'm building from scratch. I tell people I'm building brick by brick, but you got to start somewhere. So, if I'm able to be like the next Tyler Perry ish, because ish is my name, and I put at the end, that's who I plan on being. I ain't gonna say plan on being. I am him. I'm just his next level, if that makes sense. I'm a storyteller. I create, I write movies and TV series. Vertical dramas. I just wrote a couple of vertical dramas. And I'm going to try to sell those. So, yeah, I just got in the industry. I don't really know what God asked for me to do total with this production company because I have no idea. But we're making it work. It sounds really weird, but at the end of the day, He never gives me more than what I can handle. So, you want to collab? Bet. Say when. I tell people I'm always down to work, and I tell people we're missing out on so much money because everybody wants to gatekeep or they want to be clicked up. Oh, you don't like tattoos? Oh, I'm tatted all the way, baby. I love tattoos. Am I into Jewish men? I never dated a Jewish man. I don't believe. No, I don't believe I dated one. Look, I like who I like, so I don't really have a type. I do date outside my race. It's just that we vibing, we vibing. Oh, you're in Sydney, Australia? Can we collab? Is that a possibility? I would love that. You said she's delusional. Next Peloton. I'm not delusional, baby. Please. Y'all wait to see it. When my movies hit the TV screen, you're gonna be like, oh, she wasn't delusional. Now, did she? Look, I can be Tyler Perry. Okay, so when Tyler Perry was young and he wanted to be somebody, who do you think he wanted to be like? So when Oprah was young, when Denzel Washington was young, like who do you think they admire to be like? So when I say I can be the next Tyler Perry ish, that means I can be the next Tyler Perry ish because guess what? I can. Alaska? What up, bump? Oh, you're in South Carolina. Okay. Sydney is lit. No, seriously. So how do I contact you? I don't even know how to contact on YouTube. Are you on Instagram? I know I can say message. So if you're on Instagram, we can message you there. Oh, my body looks amazing. Y'all can thank my trainer for that, okay? Uncle David does not play. Uncle David be like, I'm gonna make you cry in this gym. Can I measure what? I can't see it. Some of it's going kind of fast. What does that mean? I'm not playing with you. I'm not answering that question. Oh, Jersey. You know what? My homegirl told me I need to go to Jersey. I don't want your info. I just want a man's heart. I want him to love me unconditionally, not play about me. Let's make this bread together. Let's go enjoy life. And we ain't gotta be worried about no chick. If you're looking at a chick, we can look at a chick together. You wanna smack it? Cool, do it. Okay, I might do it. Okay, I tell people like these women be overdoing it too much and these men be overthinking it too much. If y'all have some type of connection and alignment that makes sense, make it make sense. Everything doesn't have to be in order all the time. But I think people go by stats and everything else. You said you're trying to take me out. You said your heart, I can take it. Okay, I can. Look, I told y'all this season, I'm not dating. I'll entertain a date or two until I find the man of my, not the man of my dreams, the man that God sent for me, okay? I do want to get married, but I want to build with somebody. I can't sit there and I don't want to be a multi-millionaire by myself. I want to be able to be with my husband. Like, we did this together. You know, we did this. We built this empire together. We left this legacy for our children. We're doing this as a team. I love teamwork. Make the dream work. Are you HVAC certified? Now that's some good money. Okay, that's a good little sub. And an auto mechanic, and you can fix the ride. Okay, hallelujah. Yes, Lord. I like a man that can grind. That's why I told him, yeah, I don't think my husband has to be an entrepreneur. He doesn't have to do what I do, but I need him to support me. I need him to have my back, and I need him to understand that versus us spending money on a stupid date, we can go to a office space, or we can go to a coffee house. We can pull out our laptops and we can see how we're going to build together and how we're going to make this coin and this bread together, and how it looks for us to live our life. I'm not sitting here trying to compete with some other female. I'm not sitting here trying to be a second or third leg of y'all relationships, whatever y'all be doing. No, I want my own man. I want to be his only female. You know what I'm saying? I want us to like grind together a little bit, and I want us to enjoy the fruits of our labor. I want to be able to show the kids like, hey, this is what it looks like. We don't need to argue. Granted, we might have a disagreement, but we ain't got to rah rah. We ain't got to go back and forth. We don't have to. I don't need to be combative. And I told a man like lately, because they do that to me. A lot of guys were like, "You're being argumentative." I said, technically, I'm not. I'm being me. But if you don't like me, then that's fine. I'll go ahead and remove myself. And they're like, oh, no, no, I'm telling you, I'm not being combative. But if you're telling me I'm doing something that I know I'm not doing, I have to speak up for it, because some men will be controlling. And then, like, they play that bullshit where they tear you down, build you up, tear you down, build you up. And, like, y'all wonder why some women are confused and, like, they rather not date, because sometimes it is too much and it's overwhelming. I'm like, you don't got to be that deep. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I tell people like I'm in my peace girl era. Now, if I say something that's out of pocket or disrespectful, I'm gonna hold myself accountable, and I'm definitely going to apologize. I'm definitely going to acknowledge what I've done or said, and I'm gonna own up to it, and we can move on from it. You know. But I definitely don't want to be that person to be like, you did this, this, and this, and this. I notice a lot of men. This is from my experience. Tell me what they think that I'm doing, and I'm like, are you sure that I'm doing it, or it's just something that you need to, you know? And then they're like, well, maybe I said maybe it's something you need to address, because you can't tell somebody they're doing it that because it bothers you. I'm me, you know. So I'm saying that means if I'm being me and it bothers you, that means I'm not the right one for you, which is cool. Have fun. So I don't want to waste your time or your money or take you for your money or anything of that nature. No, I can build with somebody. I prefer to have a man that's about his business. I would prefer for him to kind of be not in the same industry, but has been an entrepreneur that understands the hustle and grind, has a child or two at least, been married before, or know that why he would want marriage. I need a man of God. I need a man that likes to travel, go try some experiences like, we can go bungee jump or, river rafting, some different stuff. Not all of it, but you know what I'm saying. And then I think that's it. But I can't sit there and make somebody want to be with me, and I can't make these dudes stop ghosting me. I can't make them trying to be who they want to be who they are. I let them be. Oh, we're just 10 years apart. You good? You ready? You want kids? You have kids? Because my factory's closed. I ain't popping nothing else out. Mama's done. Now, I can have a surrogate, but I just don't. Yeah, I got a 15-year-old. I don't want to start all over. You can't swim. Okay, we're going to have to change that. Okay, because teamwork make the dream work, baby. Love what? I don't want a social media relationship. Everybody be showing this and this. Oh, look what they did. Baby, they be lying. They not even for real in these streets. No. I think a real relationship, y'all will have that understanding. Like if we both do some type of social media, it is what it is. We know what it is. But it don't have to be said or, oh, I didn't mean to do this. I never want somebody in my business that don't need to be in my business. Come to Sydney already? Say when. How do I contact you? Are you on Instagram? Go to IDripIsh on Instagram. And then send me a message through there. So yeah, let's do it. Let's talk. Are we doing? I'm talking about going to Australia. I'm serious. I had a client one day. She was from Australia. She came in to get sessions real quick before she went back to Australia. I had a body contouring business for about 6 years. So like I had a lot of clients, different type of clientele, and I did body sculpting, not like non-invasive lipo laser. Your kids are grown, 25 and 26. Oh yes. I can't take your number on here. You don't have Instagram or Facebook, TikTok? I would never put nobody have put their phone number on a thing. Never. Oh, the body sculptors pop. Yeah, I can teach now. I prefer to teach. I teach people body sculpting, how they can make money off of everything. However, shoot, I tell people it's not that hard. You're not getting old. Shoot, I said, look, I'm 41. I got a 25-year-old. People are like, you don't look like you're a day over 30. I was like, I know, right? I feel like they're getting older and I'm getting wiser and younger. It's like I'm going backwards while they're going up. That's how it's supposed to work. So I can look like they sister, you know what I'm saying? Like they favorite auntie. Let me stop. Okay, they hit me up on Facebook. It's IDripIsh on Facebook too. You said what? Go. I'm not playing with y'all. Look, people will be attracted. I'm used to that. I mean, I've always had a body type. That's why women, majority of them don't like me because of my shape. And then the fact that I'm actually genuine or nice or, I'm loyal. And I think that's like a red flag at default because why would she be loyal? I'm a girl's girl. I love the homegirls and I love to have good friends. I like good vibes. I like just being around good people. I think if that's a bad thing, so be it. But everybody's so quick to turn into a bad thing. You never know what you're gonna get. I look like the girl from Tick when she was still beautiful. Oh, TLC. Oh, I can't read without my glasses. Oh, T-Boz. That's what somebody told me earlier. I like T-Boz. You'll take loyalty over love. Oh, okay. So what are your love languages then? I don't know. I tell people my love language is words of affirmation. There's like, and most men, physical touch. Like you're gonna get that. I think any grown woman knows they're gonna give it to you the minute she sees you. That's not it. But what's going on? Am I married? No, I'm divorced. You said it's okay. I don't have a BBL, but thank you. This is natural. You better talk to Miss Rochelle or Miss Clementine. That's my granny. Baby, we thick. We from Ohio. Cause we thick with it. Cause we thick with it. Cause we thick with it. Okay. Baby, if I had a BBL, you think Talking Tina will be right here? No. You think these little stretch marks and stuff will be right here? No. Now I did want to get like a little surgery back in the day, like lipo laser, like they suck the fat out. But I'm keloid skin, so they said no. He said if they cut me, I might keloid and it'll be too much. So yeah, that's how I created the company. I met the ladies off of Groupon, and I started a body contouring business. You said physical touch and silence. Silence is not a love language. You just like somebody to be quiet and shut up. More cushion food. Look, I'm not everybody's type, and that's okay. I'm thick. Some people like them slim. Some people like them medium. Some people like them like thick, thick. Okay. Some people want that juicy. Who cares? You like what you like. Don't mean you gotta tear somebody else down. Like you good, like you look good and all, but you just not for me. Cool. I like my little food pie. You better say hi to Talking Tina. Hello. The hell? Baby, please. You push three out in a natural way. You let me know how it goes. I had all my kids natural. So yeah, I did my little one too. I'm done. But for me to look like this, it was more so like when I had a couple of years ago, I had emergency surgery. I didn't have an option. So my health had to become more important to me. And then God was trying to show me these things, and He was setting me up to push me to the person I am today. So yeah. He said, Tia, who's Tia? My name is Ish. ISH, Ish. So yeah. So yeah, I tell people I'm not everybody's type. No. People are curious, yeah. People are like, oh, like I'm like thick, but I'm not like super thick because I'm like curvy. I don't even know how to explain my thick. I think I would say curvy if you ask me. I'm curvy. Oh, good, thank you. Oh, like Eve, I miss Eve. You see how she married her billionaire. Lord, please, and today, let me get a billionaire. Won't he do it? Queen Africa. Oh, Auntie. Oh, Tia. Oh, like Tia. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Like TT, they call me TT ish, Auntie ish. They do. They call me Auntie. Auntie cute though. Auntie grown. Auntie can pull whatever she want to pull. I can pull your. I can pull somebody's son or somebody's daddy or granddaddy. Okay, what we doing? What we doing? Let me stop. Okay, y'all. Mama gotta go. Let me go back to work. Let me go get my stuff done. But it's been a pleasure talking to you guys. I'll try to come back and do lives. I just don't know what days to do lives on here. Oh, I'm not married. I'm divorced. I would love a billionaire. Hello, shoot, baby. I would give everybody a stimulus check. Like you get a check, you get a check, you get a check. I would like to start businesses. My goal is if I came into that type of money, I'm gonna start some businesses. I'm gonna flip the businesses, sell them off, and then do it again, and then do it again, and then teach somebody how to do it, and then teach somebody else how to do it, and then tell them teach them how to teach somebody, and keep it going. Because all you can do is pay it forward. Nobody, people, there's billionaires that got money right now don't even know what to do with it. Duh. So God sends me a billionaire, multimillionaire again. I dated a couple multimillionaires. Lord, send me one more time. But now I got more knowledge. I'm not young and dumb. You know? No, my ex-husband did not leave me. I divorced him because he tried to take my life. I think it's important for my kids to have a mother on this earth versus him and his insecurities. So I let it be like that. But we'll tap into that one day. All right, y'all. If y'all want to catch me on TikTok Wednesday morning. We're going to do probably about 10 a.m. on TikTok. IDripIsh Rachel. It has to be like 45K plus following though. Okay. All right. Bye, Felicia's. I am an entrepreneur. I just started a production company. I stepped out on faith. I quit my job at 20 years. God has blessed me so much, so I can't complain. I'm just following the blueprint to His guide. Bye, y'all.